Hello, how is everybody this morning? Well, the topic for today's discussion will be Katie Brown. A lot of you probably know who Katie Brown is. She is the Facebook user that taped her dog's mouth shut because it was barking. All I can say about that is, what a dumbass, okay? I can't believe she did it. To be honest, it makes no sense to me. Yes, dogs bark. My pooch, Sky, she barks a lot. She's a Norwegian elk hound. That's what they do. They bark a lot. And, there for a while she barked almost constantly. But through the right training methods and everything, she's perfectly fine now. So, no reason to tape her mouth shut as Katie Brown did. There's no reason for it. There is other methods that some dogs it works better with. Training collars. I have an actual training collar that I'm reviewing, and it's called the Sky Training Collar. It does vibration, light, sound, and then it also does the static shocking. I've used it one day for a couple times, and all I used was just the vibration part of it, and it worked really well with my dog Sky. And now she doesn't even have it on. She's perfectly fine. So, a well-behaved dog using that training method. And of course, you give her little treats for doing the right thing, and that works with almost every single dog. So what Katie Brown did, is inexcusable. So what if the dog is barking? That means you're failing as an owner. So that is not the dog's fault. That is your fault. So if somebody should be punished, it's you for taping a dog's mouth shut, number one. Number two, failing as an owner and not training your dog properly. So you shouldn't have animals, period, in my opinion. But hey, whatever. And some people say, oh, it was a bad joke, blah blah. That is not a joke. I'm sorry, that is not a joke. There's been a few other people who did the same thing, that it was worse, and they went to jail for it. So hers is no different. I mean, especially using duct tape. One person, they used saran wrap. Another person used electrical tape. Duct tape? I wouldn't even put duct tape on my arm unless it was an emergency. So to do that to a dog, I'm sorry, you're just a dumbass. Some people are saying that she's been arrested, this, that, and the other. She hasn't been yet, as of this video. But they are looking into it. They say that the police have investigated it here in South Daytona. She does not live in South Daytona. It's her son that lives there, and he said, and from other record, she hasn't lived there in 1.5 years. But she supposedly lives in Connecticut. So the Connecticut investigators are looking into that. What to do? Yeah, she should go to jail for that. That's asinine. It's inexcusable to treat an animal that way, especially an animal that hasn't been trained, So, it is what it is. Now, the other topic, Turkey. As you know, Turkey shot down a Russian fighter jet, or bomber. I've seen two conflicting stories there. And one pilot made it, the other pilot did not. The pilot that did make it is saying that he never received any type of warning that he was entering Turkey's airspace. Well, Turkey released the audio showing that yes, they did tell them more than once that they were entering to turn around, and they didn't. So they shot them down. And he said, yeah, we'll do it again if they come in our airspace. Simple as that. I agree. Do what you got to do to protect your sovereignty. Look at what happened to the Ukraine. Come here. They just came right in and took over. So, and what did anybody do? Nothing. So, what's to say that he wouldn't do the same to Turkey? Exactly. Give them an inch, they take a mile. That saying is always true. So now Russia, in response to that, has moved missiles closer to Turkey. And if this isn't the beginning of World War III, I don't know what is. But our president, Obama, he talks a big game, but his actions show different. He's not going to do anything. He's going to sit back and just let whatever happens. I mean, look at what France did, you know. What, about 6 hours after they got bombed or whatever, the next day, something like that, they went over there and bombed the hell out of ISIS. So, what have we done in ISIS over there in Syria? Not a whole lot. We've sent, what was it, 27 special forces personnel over there, not to fight, but to train. Okay, that's awesome. Let's train them, but we don't know who we're training, right? Because where they sent them, you know, who's to say that some terrorists aren't in there learning to go back and train again? That's exactly what happened with bin Laden. We trained him, and the Taliban. So, Al-Qaeda. So, yeah, it's gonna be a mess over there for a long time, and unfortunately, there is going to be another terrorist attack here in the United States, because although we're telling that we have high security, our borders are wide open in Mexico. They're pretty much open in Canada, you know. There's really no way to stop them from coming in. If they want in, they're going to come in. They've already crossed Mexico border. You have them coming in on boats and everything. We don't have the manpower. We don't have the fence or anything like that to stop it. So they're going to come in. They're going to do what they're going to do, and there's nothing to stop that. So just be prepared, people. That's all you can be. Be prepared for yourself. Be prepared for yourself. The government saying, oh yeah, we'll protect you, they're not going to be able to protect you and your family like you would protect you and your family. So just think about that. Protect you and your family first. Then let the government do what they need to do. But don't trust anybody but yourself and your family. That's all you can do, you know. So you see it time and time again. Oh, gun-free zone, you can't bring guns in here. Okay, who's going to listen to that? The law-abiding citizens. They're going to be the sheep that get slaughtered. Okay? Criminals don't care about the laws. That's the reason why they're criminals. Some of these politicians, they don't understand. They don't have a clue what's going on. They think, oh, stricter gun laws. Okay, well, there's places that have the strictest gun laws in the country, and people are getting slaughtered. Obviously, that's not going to solve anything. That's going to make it worse for the law-abiding people who carry guns and defend themselves. And these politicians who say differently, you're stupid. You're a dumbass. You need to freaking get some common sense. Because I guess it's a requirement to be a politician not to have any common sense, or throw your common sense out the window and forget all about it. So just protect you and your family. That's all I got for today. Stay tuned for the next Chatting with the Gator.